Hey everybody, I hope that everybody out there is well. I've been trying to make this video for a few days now and something just keeps happening with it, but I wanted to share something with you all. I told you last year around November, I had a job. I got sick while at work. I contracted something from a client, that stuff that was going around. I almost died that time when I called it. That was the second time that I called it. But I was off of work. I couldn't go back to work. My legs, everything didn't work. I was just in a bad situation. So I was at home for my 14-day, 15-day quarantine. And I called my job to see what was going on because no one called me. So I called them to find out. They sent me to the HR to find out that, oh, we thought you resigned. I said, why would I resign when I can get short-term disability or long-term disability? I got sick at work. So I didn't get cleared to go back to work until the middle of January. In between time, I called the gas company to have them come to my pilot light. I'm down there not knowing anything of how to do it or whatever. They asked me, oh, do you smell gas? I say, yeah, well, I smell gas. Wrong answer. I come home to a tag on my door. My gas had been shut off. I'm like, I call them on the phone and say, why did you turn my gas off? Well, you reported a gas leak. I never reported a gas leak. Me not really knowing how to do it caused all my problems. I just needed my pallet light lit, thinking that if I said that they would come out quicker and light it. No. So what do? They put a tag on it, can't use it, whatever. I called 1 Hour Heating. He come out, he checked my system and everything. I got a new system, a new water heater, all that stuff. So he said he didn't see a problem, was about to turn it on. Called the gas company. The gas company say, no, she can't get it turned on until she get her lines checked, the pressure checked and all this stuff. I say, no problem. I called the first place, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. He comes out here, he looks around, he goes outside, he does the air test, right? Comes back in and says, well, there is low pressure, and he gives me a bill for like $2,200. I say, okay, so when do you want to get the work started? He said, we can start it this weekend. I said, okay, do you want to take the money off? You can take the money off my card. He said, he didn't say, he said, you don't got to pay until after the work is completed. I said, okay. And so remind you, he took $189 off of my Visa card, right? He took $189 for his visit out here off of my Visa card. And then he goes around the house, come back in and says, oh, and yeah, by the way, you need to give me a paper check before we start any work. I said, you just told me that I didn't have to pay you until after the work was completed. And who asks for checks these days? Don't nobody ask for checks. And you just took $189 off my Visa card. Why come on? You just can't take it off of this. Come to find out he was blowing smoke up my ass. Right? So I called this place a business. They said they take all forms of payment. So I didn't go with their company. The next person that came out was Peterman's. Peterman's came out. He looked around the house. He told me that the estimate that the man had given him was correct, but they charged a little more. He said, I'm going to waive all your fees and all of that, and let us know when you want to get the work started. Well, at that time, I didn't have the money. I thought I had the money. But when I was able to go back to work in January, I took the first job that was offered to me, and it was only paying $1,400. And I was saving money. And then in June, she fired me. Now, I haven't worked for $14 an hour in a long time, and I was really struggling. But when she fired me, I had to take who called me first, and I'm so grateful for that job, right? So I ended up spending the money that I had saved until I got me a new job in August. So today they are here fixing my gas so I can have hot water. I've been boiling water on the stove. I had to revert back to when I was a young girl and we didn't have running hot water in the house. I love to take baths. So I'm mopping my floors. I'm keeping my dishes clean. I'm taking my baths. I'm doing all of that. And even though it's causing me a little bit more effort because I don't have running hot water, I still enjoy them all the same. And that just goes to show that the Most High is still showing me favor, even during that time. I had to buy some heaters because it was cold over here last winter. Cold, right? I come home, I be so cold because I turn the heaters off because y'all know my light bill was sky fucking high because I was using these heaters to keep myself warm. My stove, stuff that I learned as a young person. I had to utilize that today. And nobody knew it. And I hope that I didn't show it. I didn't sit around here worried about so much as what I got going on. But I got shit going on too. Right? And I hope I represented my father in the highest, brightest, whitest light through it all. But today, they're installing my stuff. He said my landlord done hooked it up so niggerific that he got to take all these pipes that don't go nowhere to nothing down. So it kind of needs it. It needs to have that overhaul down there, and I'm so grateful for it. But it just goes to show, that the Most High, He's always there. And during that time, let me tell you what happened. I wasn't paying the gas bill, so I forgot to pay the damn water bill. I came home one day, and they had a thing on the door said they had turned my water off. So now I don't got water, and I don't got gas, and I'm like, okay, this is getting to be a bit much around this bitch, right? But what happened? I turned my faucet on. There was a sprinkle of water coming down. I turned the water on in the tub, and there was a sprinkle of water coming down. So for 10 days, because I didn't get paid for 10 days, and the gas company wasn't trying to make arrangements for me. So I said, I got to go 10 days, Father. And I went and turned the faucet on, and it was a little dripple. And I just was filling up my tub, filling up my pots and all that for 10 days. And we made it. I didn't call anybody. I didn't ask for help. I hope I didn't wear it. I hope y'all couldn't tell that I was going through my own stuff as well. Right? And I'm just, again, I guess I should show some gratitude that even though it wasn't what I wanted, God provided everything that I needed. And when I say God, I'm talking about the highest, whitest light, brightest light, the highest, whitest, brightest light. So they're down there now fixing it. They said it'll be an all-day job. Yeah. But guess what? I can go in there, turn my little faucets on, which those are a problem too. But we'll talk about that another day. I done had my house done, this done over, that done over, that had been done over, that had been over, that had been done. It's so much stuff I done just had to keep doing over and over and over again. Right? No more. No more. Can't give me a receipt if you can't give me a receipt and a guarantee on your work, no more. Right? But yeah. We exhale. And we say what? We say thank you.